And we are back tonight. We've got 3 rack packs or grocery packs of 1986 Topps Baseball. We're going to get into these. Really, there's no Hall of Fame rookie cards out of this set, unfortunately. But in terms of, if you can find something in great condition and it would grade out a PSA 10 of like a Hall of Famer or a star, can pull you a pretty penny if you can, if they grade PSA 10. An example would be Nolan Ryan's card out of this set, which I think in a PSA 10 goes for like 1K or something along those lines. So definitely still some cool stuff. I'm going to cut into this first one. All right, like we always do about this time, let's rip into some packages of sports cards. And off the jump, as you saw through the cello, we've got an all-star card of Gary Carter, Hall of Famer Gary Carter, which is a very cool card there. We've got an 85 record breaker of Fernando Valenzuela. That's sweet as well. And here we go into some base. As you'll see, the black, it just makes it, and the centering makes it very difficult to find PSA 10s. Here is a Billy sample. Randy Reddy, who is, as you know, always ready. Mr. Rick Sutcliffe. That's a pretty cool card. These cards look like they're in pretty good shape, I must say. Carlton Fisk, All-Star. That is sweet. A couple catchers for All-Star cards so far out of this one. Saberhagen, All-Star. Steve Henderson. Donnie Scott of the Mariners. Scott Thompson. Glenn Cook. Bruce Hurst. Nice. Doc Gooden, All-Star card. And follow that up with Pedro Guerrero, NL All-Star card. Jose Uribe. Bobby Wine. And lastly, out of the first section, Marty Barrett of the Red Sox. All right. Let's get into the next section of rack pack number 1. We are perusing through 1986 Topps Baseball. We got Mike Madden off the jump. Thad Bosley of the Cubbies. Rich Hebner. And we've got a Reds leader. It's kind of sweet. Is that Concepcion? I think it is. So that's pretty cool. And Rangers leaders, it looks like with Charlie Huff. We got Juan Augusto. Luis Aguayo. Paul Zuvuela. John Russell of the Phillies. Carl Best. We got some more team leaders. We got the Dodgers. Looks like Brett Butler. The Royals. Frank White. Al Bumbry. One of my favorite names to say of the Padres. Jeff Barkley of the Indians. Jackie Moore of the A's. This is like the leaders pack. Mariners leaders, Dave Henderson. And Astros leaders, Jose Cruz. Yes, Jose Cruz. All right, so the final section of the first rack pack and our all-star insert, Tony Gwynn, which is super sweet. Go ahead and put that up. We got Mark Salas, Lou Thornton, Bill Schroeder of the Brewers, Danny Cox. Nice. Phil Niekro. I like that. Yankees jersey. That's very sweet. Ron Guidry. Awesome. Love it. Love that one. Bob Clark, Bob McClure. Steve Sachs, Mr. Rob Wilfong, Spike Owen of the Mariners, Herm Winningham, Larry Sorensen, sweet, Reggie Jackson. That's awesome. Definitely putting that up. And Don Carmen And the speedster, Gary Pettis, ends things for the first grocery rack pack. Some of the rookie cards that can be found in these, I mean, nothing too crazy, but Cecil Fielder, wouldn't mind seeing that one. Who else? Lenny Dykstra. Let me get that open. Vince Coleman, Ozzie, Guillen, Harold Reynolds. Those are the rookie cards. So like I said, nothing crazy, but more just kind of looking for Hall of Famers. Most importantly for me, though, I love the final Topps cards of Hall of Famers, and this set has some great ones. Rod Carew, Rollie Fingers, and Tony Perez. So any of those would be a sweet addition to the PC. But let's get back to this. We got Dick Hauser, manager card for the Royals. Nelson Simmons, Rick Waits, Bruce Hurst, Daryl Sconiers, Ron Washington during his playing days in a Twins uniform. Rick Sutcliffe again. We already saw that one. Steve McCaddy. Ernie Camacho. Awesome. I love this card. I always like this card. 85 record breaker of Doc Gooden. Go ahead and put that up. Jack Howell. Rick Langsford. John Shelby. Sweet. Vince Coleman record breaker. This is another awesome one. That's sweet. Chris Brown of the Giants. George Frazier of the Cubbies. And a Dale Murphy All-Star card. All right. Into the next. We got Eric Shaw. Lenny Dykstra. That is or should be a rookie card. There's the backs, by the way. We got Darrell Evans of the Tigers. Oh, yes. Ricky, my boy Henderson. That's beautiful. I feel like this was one of his first cards when he was got traded to the Yankees. So sweet. That will go into the PC. That's awesome. Gary Ronicki. Tom Seaver. Sweet. That's pretty cool. Let's get him up next to Doc Gooden record breaker. Buck Martinez. Bob Ojeda. Bob Lillis. Cards every which way. Mario Ramirez. Tony Armas. Jim Presley. John Denny. Greg Brock. Mario Soto. And Eddie Milner. All right, we're into the final cell of the second out of 3 rack packs of 86 Topps Baseball. I did not mention some good second-year cards out of this set. Puckett, Clemens, Gooden, and Eric Davis, who love me some Eric Davis, so any of those would be sweet to find. There is our Dale Murphy All-Star insert, similar to the Tony Gwynn. You get one of these per rack pack. And we got UL Washington. Pat Tabler. Dave Rozema of the Rangers. Sweet. Dale Murphy. It's a sweet one. Fernando. That's awesome too. Sammy Stewart. Rock Tim Raines, or I should say Tim Rock Raines. That's awesome. Looks like the corner's a little dinged up on that one, but that's sweet. Paul Runge, or Runge. Hojo, Howard Johnson. Moose Haas. Tom Brookins. Tony Bernazard. UL Washington. Didn't we just see these out of the same pack? UL Washington and Pat Tabler. Thought we did. Rosema. There's Dale Murphy again. And Fernando again. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's get into this last rack pack and see if we can maybe find ourselves that Nolan Ryan. That'd be sweet. And if you'll notice, look who's on the front of that one. My boy. All right. Here we go. Darnell Coles. Scooniers again. Ron Washington again. Looks like, ooh, Ken Griffey, senior in a Yankees jersey. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Joel Skinner. We got Steve McCaddy again. Ernie Camacho. Another Doc Gooden 85 record breaker. Take 2 of those. Not going to say that one because I'm not sure. Rupert Jones. Mr. Bill Swift. Rick Langsford once again. John Shelby. We got the Vince Coleman record breaker again. So lots of doubles coming. Chuck Porter and George Frazier with a checklist in the middle. All right. As we continue on. Brewers leaders. Looks like, is that Robin Yount? It looks, maybe not. No. Charlie Moore. I thought he looked a little husky. All right. Tom Browning. Ron Gardenhire. Joe Nolan of the Orioles. We got a Braves leader. Looks like Dale Murphy. That's pretty cool. Pat Corrales. Gary Woods. Red Sox leader with Dwight Evans. Jim Frey. Chris Welsh. Jerry Reed. Chris Pitaro. Indians leader. Who do we got on this? Andre Thornton of the Indians. Luis De Leon. Mark Davis. Mike Morgan. And last is Angels leaders, Bob Gritch. All right. Here it is. It's time for some last package romance of 86 Topps Baseball. And there it is, the Sweet Ricky All-Star insert. Go ahead and put that up next to the base. And look at this. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Second year Kirby Puckett card. Looks like it's in phenomenal shape. That's awesome. Go ahead and put that up over, I guess, the Doc Gooden. Never mind. I'll leave it down there. Charlie Huff. Bob Forsch. Bob Boone of the Boone baseball family. Tim Stoddard. Lonnie Smith in a Royals jersey. Hubie Brooks. Mike Scott of the Astros. Pete O'Brien. Bill Stein. George Vukovich. Tony Pena. Bill Dolly. Dick Schofield. And Danny Heap ends the rip. So this was pretty fun. I feel like we made pretty good haul. That second year Puckett card is very nice. Got the 2 Hendersons that I'm certainly happy about. Couple Doc Gooden record breakers. Got the Tom Seaver. Let's see what we got kind of set aside. These are some of the All-Stars. Fisk, Carter, those are both nice. Murphy, Pedro Guerrero, Doc Gooden, Saberhagen. There's the Fernando record breaker. And then what do we got over here? Some other Vince Coleman record breaker, Dale Murphy base, Fernando, Rock Reigns, that's sweet. Fernando again, Dale Murphy again, Lenny Dykstra rookie, Phil Necro, Vince Coleman record breaker again, and this awesome Ron Guidry. So some pretty cool stuff overall. Let me know what you thought, what you think of 1986 Topps Baseball. I feel like this was the year before junk wax really kicked in. But yeah, we shall certainly do this again soon. Until next time, Trail Beaver out.